A single painting could rewrite art history this November. Imagine a work so powerful, so deeply personal, that it might shatter the $60 million ceiling at Sotheby's and redefine how we value art by women. That's the potential of Frida Kahlo's El Sueño, a haunting self-portrait set to become one of the most consequential sales of the decade. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this masterpiece truly surrealist, or does it belong to a category all its own? Let's dive into the details and the debates. Frida Kahlo's face is etched into global consciousness, thanks to her unflinching self-portraits. Yet El Sueño, La Cama, painted in 1940, is a rare gem, one of the few Kahlo works outside Mexico and not housed in a museum. With a pre-sale estimate of $40 to $60 million, it threatens to surpass the $44.4 million paid in 2014 for Georgia O'Keeffe's Ginseng Weed, White Flower, No. 1, the current record for a female artist. Julian Dawes of Sotheby's calls it uniquely rare and special, both as art and as a market opportunity. The painting itself is a surreal tapestry of pain and defiance. Kahlo lies in a four-poster bed, entwined with vines, in a sky the color of distant memories. Above her, a skeleton rigged with dynamite clutches a bouquet of flowers. Sounds like a metaphor? Think again. Dawes explains it's a psychological self-portrait, a mirror of Kahlo's reality. The skeleton? A literal fixture of her childhood home, where it once adorned her bed. The dynamite? A nod to the volatility of her marriage to Diego Rivera and the physical agony that defined her life. And this is the part most people miss. Kahlo wasn't just painting her pain, she was redefining art's boundaries. Born in 1907, she began painting after a catastrophic bus accident shattered her spine at 18, bedridden for years. She transformed her suffering into vibrant canvases. El Sueño captures her at her creative peak between 1938 and 1943, when personal turmoil and artistic mastery collided. She's at the height of her powers, Dawes says, despite heartbreak and health struggles. The painting's journey to auction is equally intriguing. Last seen publicly in the 1990s, it's now the centerpiece of a surrealist sale featuring Dali, Magritte, and Tanning from an anonymous private collection. This timing is no accident. Surrealist art is booming. Sotheby's reports its market share jumped from 9.3% to 16.8% since 2018, with Magritte's L'Empire des Lumières selling for $121.2 million last year. But Kahlo resisted the surrealist label. She's in that tradition, Dawes argues, because of her fascination with the subconscious and dreamlike imagery. Yet her work is rooted in lived experience, not just fantasy. Does that make her a surrealist or a bridge between genres? The debate is far from settled. Here's the twist. The parallels between the 1920s and today are uncanny. Just as surrealist artists grappled with post-World War I trauma, today's world faces pandemic aftermath, global conflicts, and societal upheaval. The surreal feels eerily relevant again. Dawes notes. El Sueño is on view in London until Tuesday, then tours Abu Dhabi, Hong Kong, and Paris before its New York sale. But the bigger question lingers. Will this painting's price reflect its artistic value or the market's hunger for symbols of resilience? What do you think? Should art be judged by its emotional truth or its commercial potential? Share your take in the comments. And if you're curious about Kahlo's legacy, let's keep the conversation going, because this sale isn't just about money. It's about who gets remembered in the art world's grand narrative.